Hi guys, hope you're having a great day. Today I thought I would show you how I make my homemade cream of mushroom soup. This past month, if you've noticed, I've done a couple different videos of a different freezer meal. Like I did the pizzas and I did the breakfast burritos. I'm kind of doing it in steps this month, just the way it's working out. And so that way you mamas can see that this actually can be done by you. You just can do it, break it up in your days. So today I'm gonna do my huge shopping this week. So I thought I have mushrooms and I need some cream of mushroom soup for one of my recipes. And I could make it on the day that I do my food prep, but I thought, you know what? I have nothing to do today. I know, can you believe it? I have nothing to do. Today's a very chill day. We got up, did our chores. We actually did our chores for today and tomorrow, so we won't have to do anything. And I've done a lot of paperwork, get my grocery list ready for the month so I know what to buy for our monthly food shopping. And so I thought, you know, I'm gonna make my cream of mushroom soup today. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna show you my pan here. This few weeks ago, I went on a discount food shopping trip and I got that big mushroom, and I'm trying to total blank out what kind of mushroom it's called right now. It's like the mushroom, the tops of the mushrooms, and they're huge. Portobello mushrooms, sorry. And so I just pureed them. Okay, I know puree is gross, but puree works. And so I pureed them up because when I make my soup, I puree them anyway so that my kids don't go, why is there chunks of mushroom and chunks of onion in my food? And so this way it's all pureed. So I pureed it, put it in a bag. It literally looked like dirt because mushrooms are from the earth. And so it just turned all black, but it's mushrooms just pureed up. So I put them, right now I'm thawing them, and they've thawed partial, most of them, and then I'm just putting them on a pan and kind of cooking it down a little bit to get some of the water out. And then I put some onion in my food processor and I pureed that up as well. So you can see that I'm going to add those together with some butter. So here's my onion in the food processor. I got that done. This was some zucchini my girlfriend gave me, a big giant one. So I pureed that, or not pureed that, I didn't puree that, I shredded it so that way I can make, I don't know, we're gonna make spaghetti sauce. Maybe I can put it in there this month. I'm gonna freeze that. And then here's the mushrooms. I know it looks like black dirt, doesn't it? So, but these are just all pureed up. So there's a little bit of liquid. I'm trying to get the liquid out a little bit so that I can cook the sauce. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some onion in here. I'm gonna add about a cup of onion. A little bit more. Remember, my recipe is cook it while you make it here. But my original recipe I have on my blog, and this is smaller size. It's 2 tablespoons of butter. And you can put that in the pan with half a pound of cut up fresh mushrooms and a half a cup of onion. And then cook that until it's done. So I'm gonna do a stick of butter, just based on what I have here in this pan. And I might add more as I see that it needs more, but this is just what I'm gonna do. It's got a little bit of water in there, that's okay. So I'm gonna cook this and let it get all nice. It's already pretty soft, but just let it cook with the butter. So you take 2 tablespoons of butter, half a pound of fresh mushrooms, and I have a cup of onion chowder. You can even use canned mushrooms as well. I believe on my blog I have a recipe for the same thing with just 2 cans of sliced mushrooms. I just get the big pack from Sam's and it was cheap, but these were the ones that I got from the discount store, so it was even better. So they look like dirt, but they taste like mushrooms. So what I did, you saw that I cooked them, and it was still not completely thawed, but it was a little bit watery, but I just threw that stick of butter in there anyways. I cooked that up, and then I added salt and pepper. I think it's like 1/8 of a teaspoon or something. You can look at my blog and see the exact, but I just sprinkled in there. I tasted it to make sure it was good, and then that was good. Now, normally if you're gonna eat this right then, you can add chicken broth. And so the original recipe has 30 ounces of chicken broth. You can make that with bouillon, but I just sprinkled mine on top. You saw how I sprinkled. That's how I cook. I just do it to taste. I sprinkle it because I'm not making this into soup. I'm doing the condensed version so that I can add it to beef stroganoff. That's the recipe I'm going to use it for. And so I did that. So I just added the sprinkled, the powdered stuff on, and then I whisk in my milk. So the original recipe is 1 cup of milk with that chicken bouillon, but I'm doing mine different because I'm going to be freezer mealing it. So now I have my pan of it here, and this looks great. It's nice and black and cream mushroomy, like lots of mushrooms in it. And so what I'm going to do is put those in my little quart container, or not quart, pint-sized containers, my freezer containers. You can see these in the link below. There's where I get these at from Amazon. Totally dropped that. Those are my favorite plastic containers. And so I'm gonna put those in there, and then I'm probably just put a couple in the refrigerator, because actually no, I'm gonna freeze mine because I'm gonna make beef stroganoff this month, but I'm not gonna cook it. So, because I'm gonna cook my meat for it, and then when I wanna put it together, I will just throw it together. The package of hamburger, the cream of mushroom thing, and then also a little bit of sour cream. That'll be perfect. So something I added to this, I looked in my refrigerator, I had a mini sized green pepper from our community garden. So I actually pureed that up really quick. Puree, I know, puree everything, Amy. The queen of puree. Pureed that up. It just cut it really tiny. I just don't like chopping really small in my food processor, and I threw it in there. You can barely see it, but it gives it a little bit green pepper because this recipe is just gonna go for the beef stroganoff. If it was something else, maybe I wouldn't have added it, but the beef stroganoff, it'll be good in there. So I did that as well. I added that in there to my recipe, and then I'll just do it. So this is a very simple, easy way to make cream mushroom soup. You can do the same sort of version with the cream of chicken as well, just doing the butter and the salt and pepper, and then adding chicken bouillon to it. So lots of good ways you can do these things homemade, and this took me seconds to make, and I'm finished. So actually, and mine wasn't even like perfected. I didn't even use fresh mushrooms. It was frozen mushrooms. And so, but it was just an easy way to use up what I had to make some. I'll probably put these away and I'll see how many I got. I'll show you how many containers I get out of what I made here. My frozen bag, I pureed, it was 2 huge heads of the portobello mushrooms, and then I had like a handful of extras. So whatever that turns out to be, but I'll show you how much I got. Right, so you saw I got 5 of those pint-sized containers, so that was well worth my time. It just took me minutes to do. Now I've got them, I'm gonna put them in the freezer, and now I've got my cream mushroom soup done for the month. So, okay, you guys have a great day. Be blessed. Bye-bye.